billing people, taxing people, collecting the tax, etc. We have not changed much. You will still have to bill people, tax them, collect the tax, as the case may be. It wouldn't change. What they want to change is how you are employed. Yeah? What they want to change is your pension. And let me just pause to say this. Ministry of Housing, which became National Housing Authority, which later became ACC, is still catching the nether to get their pension. You will see me up and down the street fighting with persons to retire, trying to get their pension. Alright? And I hope the Minister Young will stay around and get some information there. So when he speaks from a vantage point of knowledge. When he speaks, I want him to stay around because when he speaks with the absence of knowledge. And so he says that we are engaging in fear-mongering. Tell them the truth. Tell them about the fire.
Comrade Jim, I hope and I trust that whatever it is you're doing here with public servants today, you're all going to right? Government, my understanding is you met with the Ministry of Finance this week. I trust that is what you're talking to them about and telling them about, and that there should be no fear about it, because I have heard of absolutely no one plan to terminate any public servant. But you all enjoy your lunchtime, go get indigestion, and enjoy your food. And this is what I thank you for bravery. I want to thank you for bravery. It's brave enough. But let me say this, all neutral funds are not the same. Somebody say, some will eat and drink with you. Somebody might and talk with you. But behind you now, there's no but you. So what I want to say, in the whole setting up of this new tax administration is the way you are employed, the way you are promoted, the way you are disciplined, and the way you are designated. They want to change that. Somehow, in the words of the former Patrick Manning, when he was alive, former Prime Minister, he said that, hey, it is better to change people if you want to change culture. You know that? He said we have looked at the revenue authorities across the world, and we have looked at what we have done in now. And the best formula is to change people if you want to change culture. But what culture is he talking about? For them aware, you are still responsible for collecting 95% of this nation's revenue. And when you collect that money, it goes in a place called a consolidated fund. Am I correct? They want to change that also. They want to run this revenue authority as how they run it NIB. Alright? As how they are running NIB. See, NIB, when the NIB collects the NIS, they have a fund that they put it in. And ever so often, the government raid the fund. This doesn't only happen here. It happens around the world. They go into the fund and they raid the fund. No separative. Directly to the financial track. So when they create this revenue authority, what they want to do, which is almost important, is to put a special fund where the minister will appoint a CEO who will not be in charge of that fund. And just like NIB, they prepare a whole new building of glass, cash, but can't pay workers the correct salary. They will do whatever they want with that cash. But I have good news for you folks. All is not lost. By your numbers here today, you have said one thing, that we are knowledgeable of what they are doing. When we ask the minister, say, hey, we want to know what you are doing. Tell us. What allowed you to choose the revenue authority out of the 4 models that were researched and presented to you? And the 4 models were: 1, a Ministry of Revenue; corporation of customs, excise, or inner revenue, just a ministry of revenue. So there would be a ministry of finance, and there would be a ministry of revenue. But in a ministry, the workers will be civil servants. Alright? Your pension plan has already been established and has already been worked out for you. You don't have to catch a minute as you work at CDA. That's an authority. Up to now, they have no pension. Alright? In civil aviation, the pension is a deficit, even though civil aviation is making a surplus every year. In the RHAs, another authority, the pension is all mass. They do what they want. There is no authority in this country that has a successful pension plan. And there is no authority in this country that respects the rule of law. Let me back up and show something. In CDA, they are not meeting with the PSA. They took the workers who were permanently employed. They created a new structure for the whole without involving the PSA. And then they move on to retrench. Mark our word. Retrench. Mark our word. Retrench several workers as they do in one PSA. Well, according to the Retrenchment and Severance Benefits Act, the matter is in court. But that was about 4 years ago. They are still retrenched. Then they move on to do this. That's what authority 1 year. To tell the workers, instead of having 28 days and 34 days or 52 days, you're now entitled to 20 days, 21 days. They gave them that. And they told them, you know what, I want to increase your salary. But they increased the salary by $1,000 more. As if these workers got no real increase, what they get was a mama increase. Alright? So, they also forced them to sign a contract saying to them that looking at a permanent job, this is a new job, and they frightened all of them into signing. I'm telling you that, we represent them still. They frightened them into signing a contract. All of them now, they have lost their holidays, they lost their pension, they lost. Every day, they're checking them. Not telling them. We have too much money paid now. Just 24 people going on. 24 people. Looking after how much acres and random there. That's saying to them, you are overpaid, and we have too much of you. We're going to get rid of you. They want to make up CDA, a small group. Folks, let me tell you this. There is not a single model authority in Trinidad today. Wassa was delivering water 100 years before Wassa was developed. Through corporations and private groups, etc. They formed Wassa. And I'm from Wassa, imagine, I am from Wassa. They did a street area. Since my little boy, I was working Wassa. And that makes me now 20-something years, I'm working Wassa. A long time. So I can tell you, when they formed Wassa, they told them things will be better, no corruption. Today, they blame Wassa for corruption. When they link up the NHA and they say HEC, more houses, no corruption. Today, they're firing people in HEC for corruption. Then they get the Ministry of Sport. They say sports authority, reading papers. 8% believe corruption is sports authority. Folks, authorities are no panacea to the troubles this country faces. What we face is good leadership and good rules to guide those who are working. So if you have any problem this morning, what we are saying is, let us amend. Let us amend the Customs Act, the Excise Act, the Board of Penal Revenue, let us amend it. But do not come with any authority. The Ministry of Revenue, they don't want it because it allows you to continue with a similar form of employment. Alright? Remember they created the Ministry of People? Remember, right? They created a Ministry of People. It's a very similar way they can create a Ministry of Revenue. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. They don't want that. What they want is to get your jobs so they can give you a friends. The minister said that. They will employ the best people. I asked him, why don't you want the increase of revenue? He said, I'm not going to tell you that. There's another form called, which is a hybrid of what now exists, of customs and excise, which means to simply amend the rules, make it more efficient. They don't want that either. I asked her why. She said she's not going to tell me now, leave that for later. I'll tell you when later will come, just not hold on. Then there was another one called an amalgamation, which means to bring it to us one and upon it something. They do not want that either. The one that they want is the revenue authority, which requires 3/5 majority. But it only requires 3/5 majority if they're going to change all of inner revenue and customs and excise into Trinidad and Tobago revenue authority. But here's the catch. There will be no changeover. There will be no changeover between all of inner revenue, customs and excise. Hence, they're saying to me, hold on, we will tell you when. Based on the Retrenchment and Severance Benefit Act, you must serve notice at least 45 days before you retrench people. And serve notice on the union and on the workers. When they come back up from holidays or recess, Parliament recess, and she said we cannot bring it in October because we are recess now. But when we come back in, we will bring it. Folks, when Parliament resumes sometime around mid-September, it continues sometime around mid-December. It means your crop is short. It's no long crop. They're bringing it. It's a trend with all breaks. I say, when you consult with the union, we will tell you. When they are ready to serve in 45 days notice, is when they will consult. But the answer is, during the 45 days time, they cannot send you home, but they must reach an agreement with the union. And if they can't reach one, it's then reported to the Ministry of Labor. You know who runs the Ministry of Labor, right? The she-devil. The she-devil who tried to lick on you in 2007, 2008, 2009, until I took over. The she-devil who was to send Trinidad and Tobago workers up in Alaska to try to talk. That is the one who the matter will be referred to. She's not human, folks. When you look at her face, you know she's not human. And I'm talking real. When it goes to her, she will say, deal with them. The benefit of all of them, the Ministry of Labor. Expect no solution to be provided to us by the Ministry of Labor. They will give you one thing as they out with you. It leaves us in a sticky wicket. Between now and the resumption of Parliament, we must do whatever it takes to force them to change their minds. Are you hearing me? We must do whatever it takes to force them to change their mind. Because this trend is with all birds and they are moving very swift. If they are going to give everyone the Retrenchment and Severance Benefit Act, they can close it down. What they're going to do is shut down BIR and open up another thing. And during the 45 days, they will be setting it up. Okay, folks? So some will be in the fields, one taken, another left. And now we're going to give you a contract. And then look, come across. This is serious business. Mark my words today. They will give you a contract. Those who they want. And they will create confusion in the workers' minds as to why can't I come across. The truth is, you're not begging for work. You have a work already, and you're not begging for work. We're looking for work. So we're not accepting. any discussions on retrenchment and severance benefit. Remember when they become the dispatch workers, these workers will work for months before they collect anything. And thank God for a very good friend of mine who assisted them to get their pension. Normally these things take a very long time. Folks, they're going to link you up. Long term, and the short term, and they're serious about it. There's no reason this whole madness more than they want to get workers who will do the bidding. Because when you're on the contract, they frighten you into obeying them. They will suspend you. You don't provide service supervision anymore. They will deal with you directly. They can hire whosoever they want. But I'm very mindful of 2010 when they planned to destroy us. And we began in March in the last week of January, which concluded on the 8th of April 2010 with the collapse of the bill and the collapse of Parliament. I could tell them no, the end of this government is in sight. You don't have to look far. A wind will be blowing here on the 4th of August with all the trade unions. Who at loggerheads will now join heads. Who had difference of opinion will now have the same opinion. You will see my comrade, Rosie and I on the same stage. And all the other unions from the seaport, the airport, all over. And when we speak on the 4th of August, we will be speaking of job security. Job security for all, because we have seen too many of our people being destroyed under austerity measures, burden of adjustment. It is time that the government bear the burden of adjustment and cut the damn salary. Trading the big engine car and drive dealers. Take off the lights in the government building when night come. Take off the air condition and save the bills. But no. The lights up all the fields on them, all the buildings, running air condition, costing, renting buildings and empty, and then telling you they can't pay you. I want Rowan, the Prime Minister, to tell us how much it costs for these government buildings, all of them, in lights when the month comes. And how much it costs separately for light through the hours of 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. Tell us how much electricity, how much current is burned. Folks, it is complex. They are not dealing with that. What they want to deal with, you and your meager salary. It was no lie, but a fact, that Moody reported on a conversation with the government. The government did give them the full commitment that they will cut public sector wages by $3 billion. Do not get tied up. There's a difference between wages and back pay. Okay? When I went to the meeting, the PS showed me a page where Moody changed the words and said that it was back pay and not salaries. But to hell with Moody, they get paid off. They get paid off. We don't want that. Earlier in this year, the IMF gave a report that said the government should cut its expenditure, public sector expenditure, by $4 billion to the IMF report. So when Moody came after and said the government gave a commitment to cut salaries by $3 billion, I know they're talking massive retrenchment. Hence, they have been speaking by the side of your mouth. If I pay you back pay, I'm going to fire you. 50,000 workers to pay. I don't know how long I'm going to pay you again. He's saying to you, I'm paying you now. But the time will come when I can pay you no more and I will just finish you off. And some people that will have, oh gosh, probably I love him. What to love about a man who wants to kill him? What's to love about a man who sits down and allows his finance minister to say to you, gas price. Then he comes back to you, 15% hike again in gas price. And he comes back to you and raises national insurance by some 14%. Then he says to you, you're buying too much things online. I will raise online, I will increase and put a new online tax, 7%. But this does not go down like that. Food does not see you and your family. But all he sees is state robbery. As gone to Begonia, come and raise to Begonia. I want to tell you robbery. Roxo is never for us to sleep. We don't buy a door. And soon, we will move you out of office. Because this is a war. It's either he gets us or we get him. I'm telling you now, we have to get him out of office. I am not telling you to back the US inside here. No, they're going to be things we want to do. But we must decide who we put into office. It is time that we put Labour into office. It is time we put ourselves into office. We are the government. And the government is getting us. We're coming with this GRA bill. Where is discussion? Dominic?
Time to go indoors.
That's right, that's right, it's ready to go inside. Will that be fast? Are you all working this job for that? People are working this job for that. By all means, go inside. You ready to get outside here? The first thing I want to do is to tell police to brutalize him and then to invade the building. But it's alright. It's alright, if you think I'll give it away.
Alright, so right now it's raining here in Chile. Gathering inside the country.